tanning, and red light therapy at all Lincoln locations. Give the gift that everyone wants this holiday season by visiting any Max Tan location in Lincoln or at maxtan.net.
The bell rings and the school day starts. The future of our fiberhoods lies in their hands. That's why Allo Fiber invests in schools, students, and the next generation of leaders. If you sign up for Allo service between now and December 31st, Allo will donate $50 to the school of your choice. Joining the Allo Fiber family isn't just about crazy fast, reliable internet. It's about giving back to your local community and investing in what matters most. Switch to Allo today and we'll donate $50 to your chosen school. Visit allofiber.com/education to make a difference now.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great workout. Because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out. With tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry, this deal ends soon. See Home Club for details.
Sway the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CRF-R motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CRF Trail Bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with the Grom Mini Moto. Slay the trails with the CRF 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
Parent Services takes this time to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday Season. They are thankful for many things this year and every year, and hope that everyone is able to enjoy time with family and friends during this joyful celebration. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Parent Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Parent Services, on the air because they care.
When we're building homes for people, we're really trying to advise on the things that are going to create values so that when they go to sell it, they're going to have equity so that they can go build their second home.
Bob Banish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, the year has been a great year for Aspen Builders. We have had many repeat customers. We've been very blessed with great office staff, with great employees, and great subcontractors. We worked with a lot of new people building their dream home. We built some great relationships. A lot of those relationships will continue. We'll be building them another new home down the road. So I'd like to take this time to wish all of our past customers and our future customers a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Raising little ones is a big job, and you do your best to give them a good start every day. That means making sure they're well cared for while you're apart. You work hard, but it's not always easy to make ends meet. There may be help. Find out if you qualify for Nebraska's Child Care Tax Credit for working parents. You could be eligible for a credit of up to $2,000 per child on your next tax return. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles, sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Amon Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Amon Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.
Alrighty, so welcome in 1 second. I apologize. We are here working on audio trying to make sure that everybody can hear. Test. Can you guys hear me okay?
You got a bit of an echo.
Okay, can't hear Raff. Hold on 1 second. That is not good. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, AG, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
AG.
Yes.
There he is. Hey, all right. We got it figured out. Sorry. Had some issues over the course of the break. We had some echoing problems. We got it figured out. And it's technology. We got to love it. But gentlemen, good morning. How are we doing?
Good. How you doing?
Great. AD, are you in a mansion or in a hotel room? I mean, it looks like a pretty fancy place you got there.
Man, I'm in a Super 8, man.
Oh, okay, Super 8. Yeah, sure. I have a tough time believing that one.
Nah, it's good, man. It's good. Raff, I seen you with the shirt off with the cigar, so the weather must be a little nicer in Huntsville than it is in Nashville. What's the weather like in Huntsville, Alabama this morning?
Well, yesterday it got up to 61, 62. Today it's probably in the 35, 40-ish range. It's supposed to get up to like 51 today, I think.
Okay. What about you, AGZ?
I'm sitting at 57 right now. So
Man.
Not bad.
Man. AG, I would love to see you, AG, pick up the golf clubs for real, because you would be a good golfer, bro.
Yeah, I can give it a shot.
And you can play all year in Houston. Me, Raff, and Nick, we would be playing golf every day in Houston.
Yeah, I got set, so I'm gonna try to find a course near the house. 'Cause I do want to get better. I do want to at least hit the ball straight off the tee and get my putt game right again.
Yes,
as a teenager, I would go to miniature golf. There was a couple miniature golf spots in Omaha I would go to, so a lot. So I like to do that. I got real good at putting, so gotta get that back up.
AG must went on a lot of dates in Omaha.
Yep. Dates. Hanging with the pals, the friends.
Those were colleagues.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, you were up early this morning, Nick. Okay, so you did the early break with obviously with Sip and Coach Bush. I know Shafe was in there as well. Dude, okay, let me ask you this. What's the change for you getting up that earlier, I would say, because you're up early anyway. But what's the transition? Because you got to be up and ready to roll. It's not like you're rolling out and going to the gym. You're going ready to roll out and be on the air.
Yeah, we're good. I feel good. Because you have to bring the energy with those two, because if you don't, you hear about it, right? Like I told them this morning, I said, any minor change, whether it's like the lights are different or the cameras are angled differently, or they have to sit in like a different spot, any minor change, if the coffee's not made, it's like the world goes to hell. Like it's like a whole issue. So I told them, like, it's a pretty taxing thing every morning, because you want to try to keep them in as much of their routine as possible. And so I made the coffee. I was here at 5:15 or whatever, made the coffee. We're good. We're set. And so, yeah, you're right, though. You got to kind of be on right from the get-go. But I went to bed at about 9 p.m. last night. It was an early bedtime for me. And it was one of those also where you set like 5 alarms just to make sure you get up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I talked to you probably about a little after 7 last night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Give or take.
I was in bed.
Yeah, you was. I could tell you. It wasn't that like, hey, it's Nick. It was like, hey, it's Nick.
Yeah, hey, it was much more monotone and relaxed. It was like, hey, how's it going, AD? I got to sound energetic, but really, you just woke me up from a nap. So.
Well, I didn't know if he was on a date or what because it was that after dark Nick.
Yeah. Hey. That's well. At first, I thought I was talking to Raff, and that's how I talk to Raff usually. So that's why
I love that after dark Nick.
Yeah. So
anyway, I'll tell you guys this, man. So AG, Raff, and Nick, the travel yesterday was interesting, but it is what it is. And Raff, that airline. I'm not even going to say it on air. That airline.
Got one out of Lincoln.
They did some things. I wasn't going to say anything. They did some things from Chicago, but you know what? The good thing was I about finished the book I'm reading. It is what it is. But I looked out the window. I just started laughing, man. That's what you got to do. You got to just laugh at it. It is what it is at that point. It is what it is. You just laugh at it at that point.
AD, maybe the most important question before we go to break. Did you watch Step Brothers?
I have not yet.
I took AD to the airport yesterday, guys, and he told me, he goes, I have it downloaded. He goes, I have a flight from Chicago to Nashville or to wherever it's in Memphis. And he's like, that's when I'm going to watch the movie. That's when I'm going to watch the movie.
Well, here's the deal, Nick. And I got it downloaded on iPad. Fellas, I do. Raff, AG, Nick, I got it downloaded. But that flight, I was battling something. So I had to, my sciatic nerve, man. Nick, did you notice how slow I was getting out of your car, man?
I did. I figured that was just a little bit older age, though. I didn't want to
say. Hey, AG, have you ever had sciatica?
Nope.
Bro, it literally, so the listeners on the text line, if you're listening, and I got a lot of people help me out yesterday. I appreciate that too, man. My sciatic nerve has been bothering me for like the past 2 weeks, but it wasn't like yesterday was the epics though. I mean, it was to the point to where the pain was shooting down both of my glutes and down to my calves because my calves have been warm for about a week and a half. And I was like, okay, what's going on here? Something wasn't right. And then that pain. And then Nick, yesterday, when I finished up at Farrell's, and I probably shouldn't have kicked yesterday because I woke up, stretched. I'm like, I'll just stretch some more, be all right. Nah, bro. When I got in your car, Nick, when you picked me up yesterday,
yeah,
I literally could hardly bend down to get in your car. Yeah. And you notice I was getting up real slow to get out of his car. And when I got to the Lincoln Airport, dude, I could hardly walk. I got to Chicago. I stopped 3 times to rest for my legs because the pain was so sharp, shooting down from my sciatic nerve down to my calves. And I mean, I was going from gate F in O'Hare to gate B. And I literally stopped. Yeah, it's a trek, man.
Why didn't you get the wheelchair?
Hey, bro, I seen a lady pass me, Raff. After that second stop, I seriously almost did, dude. Because that pain, I mean, I literally was grimacing. I'm gripping my luggage with my hands like this because the pain was shooting down my legs. Yeah. I'm like, something is wrong. And talk to my guy, my PT buddy. He goes, dude, it's your sciatic nerve. It's just shooting all the way down your legs. And sure enough, and so when I got to the hotel last night, man, I got the ibuprofen loaded up. I got that roller ball from the workout room, and I just started rolling that sciatic nerve area. And he goes, don't stretch it because it's already inflamed. Yep. He goes, don't stretch it. He goes, wait a couple days. So even if I go to the gym after this, it's not going to be anything lower body. But long story short, my brother was hurting yesterday, man.
Yeah,
my brother was hurting. Sciatica is a beast, man. It's a beast. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Well, guys, before I send us to break here, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We have an NFL game tonight. Raff's Broncos play the Chargers this evening. Mm-hmm. That's out in LA, I believe, at SoFi. Am I correct on that, Raff? So it's out in LA. Certainly have to talk about that. At 9:00, we're going to be joined by Rico from Louisville, Kentucky, as he's down there covering the Final Four. Make sure you're following Rico on Twitter at Radio Rico AC. Both games today, my buddies and I, we're planning on going to a local establishment to watch the game. Guys, we're getting there at like 6:30 because this place is a little bit smaller. It's on the south side of town. It's a little bit smaller, and we know how packed it's going to be. So we're like, we got to get there 2 hours before the match even begins, and we'll be able to catch a little bit of the Pitt Louisville game that starts, I believe, at 6:30 there.
Right. You know what, guys? And also, like I said, we got Rico coming on, and Nick, as you mentioned. Also, Texters, I want you to think about this. Are the coaches just as guilty or not guilty of making the transfer moves as the players are? There is a particular situation, and Nick, you announced it yesterday, a particular coach that left one place, and he was very vocal about the transfer portal, and then he ups and leaves. So we want to talk about when we come back, and as Nick mentioned, we got Rico coming at 9:10. Folks, it is The Drive. We got Raff there in Huntsville, Alabama. Of course, we got AG in H-Town. Nick holding it down at the mothership there in Lincoln. We'll be right back, folks. It's The Drive, 937 The Ticket.
Bagels & Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in December. Try one of their delicious breakfast sandwiches or grilled breakfast burritos. Don't forget to snag a gift card for stocking stuffers and bring your family in from out of town. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
M. Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store year after year after year. Located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road, stop in today to get your holiday shopping done and mention this ad for a free pair of dress socks. M. Suits Clothiers.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solution offers fleet services as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2040 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
The Body Lab, located at 14th and Yankee Hill, is Lincoln's premier physical therapy and recovery lab. The Body Lab offers trigger point dry needling, cupping therapy, joint manipulation, and so much more. Looking to relax and relieve stress after a long day or difficult workout? The Body Lab's recovery lab is the ideal spot. Featuring infrared sauna, a cold plunge tub, or if you're just looking for enough space to stretch out and reset your mind. Learn more about memberships and schedule your service today at thebodylablnk.com or visit the Body Lab in person at 14th and Yankee Hill Road.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just the professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
The bell rings and the school day starts. The future of our fiberhoods lies in their hands. That's why Allo Fiber invests in schools, students, and the next generation of leaders. If you sign up for Allo service between now and December 31st, Allo will donate $50 to the school of your choice. Joining the Allo Fiber family isn't just about crazy fast, reliable internet. It's about giving back to your local community and investing in what matters most. Switch to Allo today and we'll donate $50 to your chosen school. Visit allofiber.com/education to make a difference now.
Hey guys, it's Nick. You know how much I love beer, and this game day, show your Husker pride with Dear Old Nebraska Brew, the official beer of the Nebraska Alumni Association. Brewed by Nebraska fans, for Nebraska fans, Dear Old Nebraska Brew is your go-to for every kickoff, touchdown, and celebration. Whether it's tailgating, watching the game at home, or gathering with friends, this beer is there to bring that perfect game day refreshment. Dear Old Nebraska Brew embodies the spirit of Nebraska with every sip. So crack one open and let the good times roll. Dear Old Nebraska Brew, the official beer of Nebraska alumni. Please drink responsibly.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday Season. They are thankful for many things this year and every year, and hope that everyone is able to enjoy time with family and friends during this joyful celebration. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care. League One Volleyball is coming to Omaha this January. Featuring Olympic medalist Jordan Larson and Justine Wong-Arantes, Love Omaha Volleyball is Omaha's newest pro team. The inaugural season will showcase some of the world's best volleyball players, from medalists to NCAA champions and international superstars, with the action kicking off on January 24th at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Visit LOVB.com for more information and to purchase tickets. Volleyball is the next major league.
Raising little ones is a big job, and you do your best to give them a good start every day. That means making sure they're well cared for while you're apart. You work hard, but it's not always easy to make ends meet. There may be help. Find out if you qualify for Nebraska's Child Care Tax Credit for working parents. You could be eligible for a credit of up to $2,000 per child on your next tax return. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Amon Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday. Before we get talking about the crazy world of college football, I just wanted to send all of our thoughts and prayers to Jack Hoffman from Team Jack. It's been disclosed they found some more tumors, and we just wanted to let him know that our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family. It's just horrible, but man, just toughest guy, and probably the family, what they've done for pediatric brain cancer has just been amazing over the last 10, 12 years. So all of our prayers are with Jack Hoffman.
Absolutely, Raff, that is well said. AG, Raff, and Nick, I was literally sitting down last night and that popped up on the on my app. And you're talking about a family that has been through some things, man. Obviously lost their father, and then think that the initial onset for little Jack was 2011, give or take, which was the genesis of Team Jack Foundation, and that just broke my heart. Wasn't able to finish his finals because he's home. Was in the hospital getting care, etc. So Raff, I about sent you guys a group text last night on that. I'm not gonna. I'm just. We'll discuss that too later on. But just thoughts and prayers for that for sure, man. Thoughts and prayers for that for sure. Nick, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, Swim. Here you are. You're running 2 shows. You're up grinding, getting it done in the paint, going hard in the paint.
It's because of this peppermint mocha that Luke at the mill made me. It's incredible. Sorry, AG. I know it's got sugar
and caffeine.
And caffeine. I know.
And caffeine. So, AG, let me ask you this real quick, AG, before we get into the coaching. AG, so are you a coffee drinker or not? Because I've never seen, when you were in the studio, you didn't drink coffee. You'd have your shake. You'd have some concoction. I thought you, one time I think I saw you go out to the parking lot and wring something out of a bush, some juices and berries.
Oh, you imagining things now. You coming up with stuff.
He brings his homemade juicer.
Juicer. You must have been that sciatic nerve must have been acting up.
These are called
No, you didn't see me do that.
So no coffee, AG, at all?
No coffee, man, never.
What
I've tried
tea?
it. Tea, yeah, I'll tea, and I'll try to make sure it doesn't have a ton of caffeine in it. I do my chamomile in the mornings, green tea, echinacea throughout the week. So, yeah, I tried it in high school. I think it was high school and college where I was like, let me test out some caffeine, and it came down to I already had a ton of energy because I was like super hyped up, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to be this hyped up. I gotta pump the brakes. This is I'm rolling too fast, so I was like, nah,
Here's the question: is it possible for caffeine to not affect you? Like, AG, you have a better grasp on that type of stuff. Is it because I don't notice an effect of like after I drink a coffee, it livens me up. Like I don't experience that.
It could be one or two things. So for me, like even those few times, it was only 1 out of 2 times or 3 times that actually I felt it. And then for someone that has built a tolerance for it, then that's another one too. And that's not a good one. Because that means you got to drink like 8 cups to feel anything.
Which I don't do that.
Which people I know, which is like, man, that's a tough. Because then I remember my brother or my older brother who was a cop in Omaha, he mentioned that how he noticed the difference between his attitude and his personality when he drank coffee and didn't drink coffee. You know, Dylan being an officer, being a stressful job. He was a beat cop, so he was in a car driving the streets of Omaha, and he was on the edge. He could feel it. He could feel he was a little bit more, I say, apt to argue, with any situation coming up, during the day job. So he's like, man, I gotta stop drinking coffee because I'm already at a stressful job. I don't want to make it any more stressful, getting in an argument when I don't have to. And it put me on edge. And he's like, man, I gotta shut that down. And he did, but he does occasionally now. He's retired now, so he can occasionally do it. But for everybody, you just gotta know your body. I say that in moderation. That's the one thing. Always think about that. Everything, not just caffeine, but everything in moderation. Be smart about it. And then if you do drink coffee, wash it out with water right after.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's, in the morning is when I drink it the most. At the studio, of course, our good man Luke there at the mill. Folks, go down and check out
the
mill.
Together. Yeah.
Well, go check it out. 1040 O Street. Luke will take care of you. Got a great sitting area in there, meeting area for you to sit down, meet, read a book, have a cup of coffee, etc. But Luke takes good care of us. You guys, Jake Diekert, and Nick, you mentioned this yesterday on the breaking news. Jake Diekert left, the former head coach at Washington State, goes to Wake Forest. But here is Jake Diekert's. Here's his comments just a few days ago. He goes, there are no rules. He goes, when you lose your starting QB, and by the way, we got their long snapper as far as that goes. I'm sorry, their punter. He goes, when you lose your starting QB and 20-plus players to the transfer portal, plus half your coaching staff, you have to wonder, at one point, should we stop playing by the rules? At what point should we stop playing by the rules? He says tampering is inevitable. Shortly after making that comment, he goes to Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Raff, AG, Nick, We've talked ad nauseum about the transfer portal. Players leaving. There's no commitment. It's about the money, etc. Shouldn't some of this fall on the coaches too, though? They've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
I want you guys' opinion. Text line. And you know what? We already have you on all the text line. Yes, exactly. So I want to get your opinion on this. And Eric and Hickman, Coach, good to see you. Good to hear from you. Eric says this. To me, it's the coaches, boosters, and collectives that are culpable for the current situation. Nobody is holding a gun to their heads to write the checks they're writing. If you're a player or anyone getting paid for something, you're going to do the best you can for yourself. And the aforementioned are more than willing to oblige them. Thanks, Eric and Emmett. Eric, great point. Gentlemen, what are your points on this? The guy just went on a rampage and then he dips.
If you can't beat them, join them.
He was making 2.5 there in Washington. You know he's going to make more money. He's going to make more money at Wake Forest for sure. But go ahead.
Yeah, because I've heard people say, we got to find a way to keep these players. They've got to at least sign a 2-year contract to stay at the university, and it's just like that can't happen because you can't do the same. For a head coach, you can't say, okay, well, if we sign you, got to stay for 2 years, because there might be a time where the university wants them out in a year. So there's no way that. It's going to stay like this. I just don't see how it can ever change. You can't say like, okay, well, these players can have to stay for 2 years, but the coach will. So it's wild. But in a way, I guess it's kind of always been like that. In a way, it was just the players' hands were a little cuffed, and now they have that same freedom that the coaches have always had.
AG, is it? Go ahead, Nick. No, go ahead, you guys. Is it hypocritical for a coach? And I'm not blaming the coach. I'm just simply saying, he said what he said. But AG and Nick, is it a bit hypocritical where coach talks about there's tampering, there's no commitment, but yet, you look at Brian Kelly at Notre Dame to LSU. Now, I know, Nick, that worked out great for you because you got Freeman at Notre Dame right now. But at the same time, you had a coach that was in your living room 30 days ago talking about commitment and how great XYZ or said school is. They're gone. AG and Nick, where are we at with this, man? Can we keep blaming the players?
There's no loyalty, obviously. And I saw a great post yesterday with John Cook, the volleyball coach for our ladies. He said it. You couldn't say it any better. He said, basically in a nutshell. I can't remember it word for word, but I'll say this: you can't, as a coach, be hypocritical if you saying things you're trying to say. And we got to do better as coaches, basically. That's kind of what John Cook said, because he said right now it is a situation where you can't be mad at the players because the coaches have, and we already said it, been doing this since the time we were in school. And so now it's just been a fair game. It was that for years. And now the athletes have the opportunity to do this. And it's just getting a little bit out of control. You just got to put somebody, I don't know if it's the NCAA, I don't know if it's the schools enacting their own guidelines, but you got to put some guidelines, or even, say, if we're talking about, and like I already mentioned, this is like NFL, if you put some negotiation in these deals for coaches and players, like say, like if I'm an administrator where I've got to buy out a coach every couple 10 years, no, I'm not doing that. That's a lot of money. I'm gonna put stipulations where if you win so many games in 2 years, then you get your buyout if you decide to leave after 3 years or something like that. Put some language in there to say, at least I could keep some of the money as the university if you don't pan out in the next 5 to 10 years, because then that protects them. And then same for the players, because if the players are going to get paid, then they got to understand the guidelines that NFL teams will also put in their contracts stipulation, or who their agents can put stipulations in their contracts to protect them, to get their money, or the team not paying out on a player that didn't achieve a goal, 1,000 yards pass, or rushing, and 2,500 or 3,500 passing, and so many touchdowns, interceptions, or so many tackles for a defensive player. You could put those, in a contract to make sure they do their job. And then if it comes short, then they don't get the incentive, And the same thing with years being on the team. You got to be here for 2 years. We just gave you a full ride scholarship. Don't be bouncing. I'll put in there. You can't bounce after 2 years. You got to be, or bounce after one season of gameplay, regardless of your gameplay. So,
but see, that goes back to universities though, because scholarships have always been 1 year binding contracts. They've never been 4 years. It was just something that the universities stood by. So now in today's world of college football and stuff like that, with you see how these players bounce.
I was gonna say the university has to enact this. Like they got to really push down hard if you want to have some control. If you want some control where guys and ladies are just jumping every semester because they didn't play a whole lot, or they were injured, or a quarterback leaves when they're a wide receiver, vice versa. You got to have some in there where it's some govern to where there is some control, because teenagers are teenagers. You got to remember this: 20-somethings or 20-somethings, they're gonna, their decision is gonna change with the breeze in the air. It's gonna be that many times. So it could be like, man, I'm feeling staying here. Then the next moment, you know what? I want to go to Wisconsin.
Unfortunately, though, just the way that with the the pay and stuff like that's I think that's gone forever now, because lowering the rosters down to 105 now. Well, now you're going to have these universities are going to be telling these people that they've been given scholarships to, well, sorry, you got to go now, because we got to bring in, because us fans and us coach and the coaches out there, they want to have the best team possible. So now you're not going to see so much of the allegiance to the education, but the allegiance to building the best possible team that you can. So there's going to be guys who are going to be on scholarship. They're going to be told, hey, you've got to go because we've got to bring in more talent. And that's just the way college football's went to now. So it's
and that's always been done. That's been going on for years. That's nothing new. Unfortunately, I got a family member who went through that, where he was asked, you know what, could you just not play? We'll let you finish your education and we'll give your football scholarship to somebody else, but you can still get a degree. There you go. So that is something going on for decades. So that's nothing new, Raff. So like I said, they could put a school can do more than what they say they can do. They could put these stipulations in these NIL deals for these players to make sure, really everybody's protected. The school is protected, the players protected, and they have some semblance of control instead of everybody just clearing house like the last day of school when NIL time comes up. You're like, hey, I'm out of here, throwing the book bags up and boom, trying to get to the next university.
I think where I kind of land on this, guys, is more the coaching side of it. There's a couple layers here. First of all, we can kind of pair this with the Alabama piece with their AD coming out saying, hey, we need to raise more. Tampering needs to stop. People are tampering. Like, dude, come on. Like, I sit here and I go, it happens everywhere. It's going on every single school. It's going on at every institution. Just because you lose a couple of players doesn't mean that you just automatically get to play this victim card, okay? Yes. Number one. 100%. Number two, with Jake Dickert specifically, and after he moves on, basically immediately after his comments about the current state of athletics, I think it's hard to blame anybody in this instance or in this situation, and let me explain why. For Jake Dickert, he's got to do what's best for him and his outlook on his coaching career. Yeah. Coaching in the ACC is a much better spot than coaching in the Pac-2, where you don't really get a fair shot at the college football playoff and to really grow your college coaching career. From the institution standpoint, Wake Forest has to act quick. They can't help it that they need to get guys in here to work through the transfer portal, to work through recruiting when signing day happens, when the second signing day happens in February, when spring practice gets rolling. They got to move quick in these types of things. So it absolutely is. And frankly, this is as harsh as I can say it. Wake Forest doesn't give a damn about Washington State. Like similar to where USC doesn't care about Oklahoma and LSU didn't care about Notre Dame. You have to figure out what's best for you as your institution, for your football team or basketball program. It doesn't matter. And so, we always get asked questions, whether it's on the text line or whatever it may be, on who's at fault here. When it comes to the coach and that specific situation or instance, I personally struggle to find a spot to where you can blame it, because that you can't blame that on the NCAA. You can't blame that on the institution. You can't blame the coach for doing that. It's when it comes to the way that NIL and institutions operate and are allowed to operate through NIL and through the money piece of it. That's where you can blame the adults in the room. But in a situation like Jake Dickert, I struggle to blame anybody in the process. And unfortunately, somebody's always going to have to get the short end of the stick. And a lot of times it's going to be, a team like Washington State.
Nick, you're spot on, man. And like you said, those other schools don't care about the other institutions. Jesse, good morning to you. He goes, I know it's not everybody, but unfortunately in today's society, there's a lack of accountability and an abundance of greed. And Jesse, you're exactly right on there. Old Dad 34. Good morning, my man. Old Dad says there isn't loyalty from coaches. So why should the players be loyal?
There you go.
You spot on right there, man. It is technically, it's always been, but it's much more right now. It is a business. And so
it's always been that part of it. I remember
absolutely.
I took my trip to Notre Dame. I found out that Lou Holtz was it was a rumor Lou Holtz was leaving, and he left 2 years later. It would have been my sophomore year.
Dipped.
So it's been going on for decades.
Yeah, it's been going on for decades. I think what's so notable about these last couple of years as well, guys, is we're seeing it with bigger names. Like you think about some of these.
You don't get no bigger than Lou Holtz, Nick.
Well, yes, yeah, but I'm saying the volume of big.
I can say the volume. Yes, it's more. Yes, I agree with that.
We're in the same year. It's Lincoln Riley and Brian Kelly.
Hey, Nick.
Frankly, from a coaching carousel standpoint, this year has been pretty quiet in terms of big names leaving.
Yeah.
But Nick, real quick, I know we're pressing on break. We're gonna get Rico in here. Share the story real fast with Lincoln Riley. When you're going to share that story real fast, because that was a very close story you were a part of.
This is one of my favorites is when, so it's a guy named Chris Plank down in Norman. And I've told the story a couple of times. Chris Plank down in Norman, he does all of the shows, the coaches shows the day after every single game for the TV. They do he works with Sooners Radio Network down there. Great dude. You can also hear him on like Sirius XM on college football. Anyway, well, with Chris, he was on when Rico and I had the show. He was on with us and talking about Lincoln Riley, and he said, guys, when after the Bedlam game, Lincoln Riley goes on public record at the podium and is like, yeah, I'm not going to LSU.
He did not lie.
And that's all he said. I'm not going to LSU. The next day, it's known, or there's starting to be rumblings of the fact that Lincoln Riley was going to go to USC. Well, the night before, Chris Plank was talking to Lincoln's wife and saying, yeah, I bet you're thrilled that like all this is over. LSU rumors, they're dead. And he goes, guys, she looked at me and was like, yeah, I'm relieved. I'm relieved that it's over. I'm relieved that we're not going to LSU. And the next day, while he's waiting to record this coach's show with Lincoln Riley, he gets told, hey, he's going to USC. So, I mean, we're talking about how kind of a sleazy business it can be at times.
Shrewd. That was shrewd.
Yeah, it's sleazy, but then, it's here we go. You never know what's going to happen from one day to the next. So to your point, though, AD, we got to go to break. Go ahead and send us away. I'm going to step out for this next segment. We're going to bring Rico in. He's going to talk Final Four.
Folks, we'll be right back. It's The Drive. We got Rico calling in, zooming in live from Louisville. Of course, Nebraska tips off 30 minutes tonight after the first match between Louisville and Pitt. Tonight, he'll be tuning in, but we got Rico coming up. It's The Drive, folks. 937 a ticket. We'll be right back.
Slay the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CRF-R motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CRF trail bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with the Grom Mini Moto, slay the trails with the CRF 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right! Most recommended! Eustace Body Shop!
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol. You really think so? No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. The holidays are here, and Fairway has everything you need for charcuterie boards, shrimp trays, party platters, wine, beer, spirits, and more. Plus, custom fresh cuts on USDA choice or prime grade beef, all natural pork, fresh chicken, and seafood. Your holiday meals start at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
With a wide variety of menu options, including the best prime and Wagyu steaks in Lincoln, if you haven't been to Tavern 180, you're missing out. Try any of their steak options paired with one of their well-known martinis, and this will soon become your favorite date night spot. Call your friends for a casual get-together where steak, shrimp, chicken, and tasty cocktails await your arrival. Tavern 180, located next door to Tanner's at 30th and Yankee Hill.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
At Koppel, during the holidays, we take time to cherish our terrific staff, community, and loyal customers that continue to drive that money-saving mile to Louisville, Nebraska. Hi, this is Sean Callahan. I can proudly say I bought my car at Koppel. If you are in the area, I invite you to stop by Koppel Chevrolet GMC's offices in Louisville or check them out online at koppelcars.com. On behalf of Koppel Chevrolet GMC, Merry Christmas and safe travels to all.
Davis Plumbing has been in business for over 15 years and is currently searching for journeyman plumbers to join their team. Experience is preferred, but not required for all applicants. When you join the team at Davis Plumbing, you'll receive full benefits package with paid time off. Join a small local business doing big things in Lincoln and surrounding areas. Call 402-525-6922 or find them on social media. Davis Plumbing, locally owned and operated for over 15 years.
The Body Lab, located at 14th and Yankee Hill, is Lincoln's premier physical therapy and recovery lab. The Body Lab offers trigger point dry needling, cupping therapy, joint manipulation, and so much more. Looking to relax and relieve stress after a long day or difficult workout? The Body Lab's recovery lab is the ideal spot. Featuring an infrared sauna, a cold plunge tub, or if you're just looking for enough space to stretch out and reset your mind. Learn more about memberships and schedule your service today at thebodylablnk.com. or visit the Body Lab in person at 14th and Yankee Hill Road.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Amon Gray. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Amon Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday, and we are joined by the volleyball guru, Rico.
Rico, good morning, my man. Okay, maybe not yet.
He can hear us.
You can't hear us yet. You're on mute, Rico.
He's on mute.
He looks good, though.
All right.
He's got.
Well, while we wait for Rico, I'm not sure what the issue is. See what the Rico
testing.
What does it look like if we have 5 boxes? Whoa!
Oh yeah, do it.
I like it. I like the 5 box.
I am not a fan of the 5 boxes.
The Quint box. What is 5?
I'm gonna text Rico, let him know because his microphone is still muted. But
yeah, his microphone is still muted. So anyway, we'll figure this out here. He said he was having some issues before. I'm not necessarily sure. But okay, we got AG back. We're good now. So everything else should be good though. Normal. Everything's normal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We in the house. We're in the house.
Anyway, yeah, volleyball tonight, though, guys. 8 p.m. as we await for Rico. Volleyball tonight, 8 p.m. is the projected start. Who knows if it's actually gonna end up being started on time. One thing to note is that Lexi Rodriguez is a finalist for ABCA National Player of the Year.
Announced tomorrow.
There's actually a lot of conversations on whether or not she's the best libero to ever play the game. Like it's the comparisons, the conversations around Lexi Rodriguez are really, really special. All right, let's see if we can get Rico in here. One second. All right. Can you hear us, Rico?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right.
Yeah.
Take it away, boys. Take it away.
There we go.
We don't get the Quint box?
No, Nick doesn't want to be a part of this.
No.
Rico, first of all, tell us what's the first of all, man. Good to see you this morning. Glad you arrived safely there in Louisville, Kentucky. Rico, you and first of all, if you're not following Rico, follow him on Twitter at Radio Rico AC on Twitter. Rico, you're doing a hell of a job, my friend, on Twitter. I loved watching it yesterday, with the practice and things of that nature. What's the vibe like in Louisville right now?
The vibes are immaculate. It is fantastic down here with all of the teams down here, a whole bunch of fans. When I first got in, there was a couple Husker fans who met up with each other in the airport, but I don't think they knew that each other was going to be there. They were extremely excited to see each other. And I've seen Husker fans just walk around down here, walk by some of the hotels that some of the teams are staying. There's some nice. Hey, I ain't never been to Louisville before. This is a nice downtown area. I tell you what, this is pretty cool. Some nice downtown. There's some nice hotels and all that stuff, but it is amazing down here. First time in the KFC Yum Center is an amazing venue as well. And everybody is just so hyped to be here. I know the teams, after they did their practices and their media sessions, I saw all of them walking out with like the big funny hats that you see that people go to the Kentucky Derby with. So somebody must have gotten them some cool hats, and they were all walking out with those. But it's amazing down here right now, and everybody is so excited to be here. All of the teams are extremely excited. The fan bases are extremely excited. It was fantastic talking to Jalen Reyes and the players yesterday as well.
Go ahead,
so Rico. Oh, yeah, Rico. So we were talking before you came on that Lexi Rodriguez is up for National Player of the Year. Do you think she wins it, or who would be her nearest competitors for that award tomorrow?
I mean this in the most sincere way. There is no way she wins it. There's
Really?
no world in which a libero will win National Player of the Year, because defense on that aspect, on that side of things for a libero, where you're just digging a whole bunch and all that, and keeping the ball from hitting the floor, it's not sexy, right? You want offense, you want big kills, you want big blocks. Liberos don't do that. So unfortunately, she's a finalist, she'll be up for it, and she's one of, if not the best collegiate libero ever. We're like 99.9% sure she is the only libero to be named a 4-time All-American, and she's the third Cornhusker to be named a 4-time All-American. She'll go down in history as one of the best collegiate liberos ever, if not the best. But she will not win Player of the Year. I do believe it's going to be the Pitt outside that ends up winning it.
Interesting.
Rico, is she 8 digs? Ain't she 8 digs away from the school record?
She's 8 digs from tying it. So her jersey number 8. She's 8 digs from tying Justine Wong-Orantes for the most digs in a career at Nebraska. She's 9 from taking the record.
Nice.
Go ahead, AG.
No, beyond the field? What are the favorites? Who are the favorites from hearing the fan conversation, or just being down there, and from the talk amongst other commentators that you hear down there in Louisville?
I mean, depending on who you ask, obviously the fans of certain teams think that their team is the favorite, but I think that the 2 favorites to be in the national championship are Pitt and Nebraska. They've been 1 and 2 all season long, pretty much. So that would probably be, if ESPN wants to make their money, that's probably the 2 that they want in the finals. However, you have Louisville, who's the home team, which is going to bring in a whole bunch of money as well, and Penn State with the story that they have and how well they've been playing. Wouldn't be surprised to see them. But if I were a betting man, which I'm not, shout out to Nick though, I would probably go with
me neither.
I would probably go with Pitt and Nebraska. And look, if I'm Nebraska, I want Pitt. I want the team that's been above me for that long. The team that's always been number 1 has been taking all those first place votes away. Nebraska hasn't been getting as many first place votes because of how dominant Pitt has been. If you can go through this season as well as you've been going through it, and then end up taking down the number 1 team pretty much throughout the entire season, that's the storybook ending you want.
Yeah. And then one more question about the fans. So I was just in Seattle for the Packers versus Seahawks game, and walking into the stadium, I could hear the Packer fans chanting "Go Pack, Go!" So how is that presence for Nebraska fans? Like you mentioned, there's 2 fans, a group of fans that met up at the airport, but walking around every day. And then if you could preview what you think you'll see in that arena come against Penn State in Louisville. So what's that going?
So they had open practices yesterday. All 4 teams did. Louisville had a very large crowd because, we're here in Louisville. Pitt had a decent crowd. Penn State had a pretty good crowd as well. None of the crowds did any cheering or chanting, except for one. You could guess who.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could guess who. You had the Husker power going from one side to the other. You had the Go Big Red chants throughout the entire arena. It's Husker fans travel. They travel fantastically, and this is no exception. It's a championship atmosphere, and the Husker fans are down here in force. And there's still more coming. I mean, Nebraska doesn't play until 30 minutes after Pitt and Louisville do, and that match is until 6:30. So people have a decent amount of time to get down here for the matches.
Rico, last year, and obviously this is 2024. It's not 2023. But we'd be remiss if we did not bring up the fact Nebraska was absolutely boat raced by Texas in the national championship game last year. And you had Harper Murray on the podium, who was not going to go up there at first, wasn't going to say anything. And then they asked her. She was in a tough spot. And I have so much compassion for Harper because she's a kid still. I mean, obviously, she's an adult. I know before we jump on me. She's an adult. She gets paid. I understand that. But psychologically, emotionally, maturity-wise, she's still a kid. And to see how she has resurrected just everything, the way she's come out and talked about her struggles, etc. I'm huge on that mental health aspect of it. She has played lights out for the entire year. She said, you know what? They asked her a question, and she was just sitting like this. Just like this. And she goes, we're going to win 3 national championships. And she took so much heat and so much grief for that. However, you go back a week ago Sunday well, not a week ago, just Sunday, a few days ago, how they absolutely demolished Wisconsin. They beat Wisconsin, a very good team who's been a thorn in Nebraska's side for years. They beat Wisconsin the way Texas beat us, similar fashion, the way they beat us in the championship last year. I say all that to say this. Is it national championship or bust for this team this year?
It's kind of like when you guys played. It's always national championship or bust for this team. It's always national. With Nebraska, the history that they have. Get this. Nebraska as a program. It was in my video that I posted today. Go to my Twitter, go to my TikTok, go to my Facebook, go all that.
You got it on Twitter
today. So numbers to know, right? 1,499. That is the number of wins that Nebraska as a volleyball program has. If they win tonight, they will be the first Division I women's volleyball program with 1,500 wins.
Oh, wow. Say that again, Chief.
Nebraska has 1,499 wins as a program. If they win tonight, they will be the first Division I women's volleyball program with 1,500 wins. It is always national championship or bust for this team. It's always, it's great to get to the tournament. It's great to get to the Final Four. You hang a banner for semifinalists. You hang a banner for runner-up. But there's a different colored banner. And they still got space for it on the wall at the Devaney. And they're waiting to hang it up with the 2024. It's that national championship. That's all they want. That's all they've ever wanted. That's all they talked about all season long, is not just getting back to the national championship, but winning the national championship. And with the way that Harper Murray has been playing, with the way that Rebecca Alec, Andy Jackson, Bergen Riley, Lexi Rodriguez, Merritt Beeson, the way that all of them have been playing, they have a very good chance of getting that national championship banner and raising that trophy.
Unknown texter 3764. Dadgummit you. Guys, Penn State is going to roll them again. Stop it. Don't be messing up my day, man.
Why does old dad think that? Why?
No, that wasn't old dad. That was an old dad. It was unknown texter 3764.
Oh, okay. Why does unknown texter think that?
I don't know. I sure hope not. Obviously, it's going to be a hell of a game. We know that.
Think about it.
They're listening from Penn State. We're good.
No, think about it this way, right? Think about it this way, okay? I was listening to Terry Pettit was on with Adam Carricker on Tuesday, right? I was driving up to Omaha to get to the airport. Terry Pettit was on. He said, look, he's extremely confident in this Nebraska team taking down this Penn State team. He thinks they're both very good programs, very good teams. But if you think back to that Penn State match, right? Penn State had everything to play for. Nebraska had everything to play for, but had a fallback plan. Penn State, they needed to win if they wanted a 1 seed, if they wanted a Big Ten championship, and obviously what their coach is going through, and they were at home. Nebraska already locked up a 1 seed, already locked up a Big Ten championship. They were on the road. Not saying they were coasting, not saying that they let the game get away from them, but they didn't play as hard as they definitely didn't play as hard as they could have. And Penn State just had another gear because of everything that they had. Plus, again, they're at home. That place is a tough place to play.
Penn State played with a sense of urgency in that game. It was right before Nebraska obviously took on Iowa that Friday night, and they just didn't play with a sense of urgency. I've not seen that Nebraska team since that. I don't think Nebraska fans have seen that team since. And
it was their season low in hitting percentage.
Like you mentioned, absolutely. Their season low. I don't even know if they hit one. I don't know if they hit even 1.5. I'm not sure what they hit on that. It was bad though. I know that part.
I think they were right at like 1.5 something. Hold on,
1.5 something.
1.54.
It was right at. I knew it was right there or below it as far as that goes. Tonight, obviously, that cannot be the point. Rico, what's your day's plans today? Leading up to before we go to break, give us kind of your agenda for today as far as leading up to the game.
I got a couple more videos to put together here in the hotel, and then I'm going to be on a couple more shows here on the ticket. So I'll be, you'll probably see me throughout the day on a whole bunch of shows here. And then I'm trying to think of when the Fan Fest is. Let me look this up real quick because I'm going to go down there and get some video of the Fan Fest. And where did my email go? What in the world? Oh, there it is. And then just head down there, watch go to the Fan Fest, get some video there. Watch Pitt and Louisville, but have to step out for a little bit after the first set because that's when Nebraska is doing their red carpet arrival. Get some video of that because it's going to be packed as it usually is with Nebraska fans. then head back in, finish watching Pitt Louisville, and get ready for Nebraska Penn State.
Folks, follow Radio Rico AC on Twitter. Radio Rico AC. That's Radio Rico RICO AC, capital A, capital C on Twitter, former Twitter, now X right now. Follow him on there. Rico, you're doing a heck of a job on there, man. Thanks for getting this coverage for us, bro, because I loved watching the practice that you had on there and some of the quotes. So, brother, salute to you, my man. Looking forward to keeping up with you throughout the day on there, man.
Thank you. Can I say one thing?
Absolutely, bro. Say it
for people that might be worried. Look, Harper Murray is playing fantastic right now. She's peaking at the right time. Bergen Riley peaking at the right time. Andy Jackson kind of had a lull in the middle of the season. She's getting back up to it, especially with the way that she stepped up her defense. Rebecca Alec, honestly, has just been a consistent all season in terms of offense and defense. The one person you have to look out for in this match, if Nebraska wants to win, and if Nebraska wants to win a national championship, is Merritt Beeson. She started the season on fire. She was a first-team All-American last year. She didn't even get honorary mention this year. She started the season on fire. She's come back down to earth and has gone a little bit further below, unfortunately. But if she can get right, if we can get a half of a first part of the season, Merritt Beeson, I don't see how anybody can take down this Nebraska team. Pitt is scary. Right. Pitt is extremely athletic and very fun to watch, and they are a scary team. They've been dominant all season. But the way that Nebraska plays defense, and if they can get that second option in Merritt Beeson back, it's going to be tough for anyone.
Well, Rico, to your point, I mean, Merritt was, I'm not going to say non-existent Sunday against Wisconsin, but she didn't do a lot. And because it was basically the Harper Murray show is what took place. If you get Harper and Merritt on the same time going, it's going to be tough for any team to beat them. And like I said, I love what you're saying. I hope it's true. I would love to see Nebraska playing that Natty. If they take care of business tonight, Rico, let our listeners know when that next match would be for the Natty.
If they do take care of business tonight, the next match won't be until Sunday. They give the teams 2 days off, and I believe that is at 3 p.m. out here.
Absolutely. And you'll be there regardless, correct?
I'll be there if Nebraska makes it.
Here we go.
There you go.
You'll be there.
Yeah, you'll be there.
Yeah.
Rico, I'll be blowing you up tonight, man. Watch it, man. I'll be blowing you up. All Watch it, brother.
Please do. We'll see. They have courtside seating, but writing media gets first dibs. So I'll either be courtside or I'll be up concourse level. Either way, I'm in the building, so can't be mad.
No.
I love it. Rico, take plenty of pictures. Folks, follow Radio Rico on X. It's at Radio Rico AC. At Radio Rico AC. Rico, be safe, my man. Appreciate you. We'll be checking with you later. I know you'll be on all throughout the show, so folks, stay tuned in. Folks, we'll be right back. We'll talk some more sports when we come back. It's The Drive. We got Rico in Louisville, AG in H-Town.
That's a fun, Rico. Good trip.
Raff in Huntsville, Alabama. I am in Nashville. Nick will be back on the mothership. We'll be right back, folks. It's The Drive, 937 Ticket.
Slay the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CRF-R Motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CRF Trail Bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with the Grom Mini Moto, slay the trails with the CRF 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. The holidays are here, and Fairway has everything you need for charcuterie boards, shrimp trays, party platters, wine, beer, spirits, and more. Plus, custom fresh cuts on USDA choice or prime grade beef, all-natural pork, fresh chicken, and seafood. Your holiday meals start at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
The holiday season is here, and Sartor Heyman is making your shopping easy. Shop our wide selection of necklaces, earrings, or bracelets to our amazing line of watches. Looking for something truly unique? Consider our estate jewelry, or even build your own custom handcrafted piece with our in-house designers. The perfect gift at the perfect price. Christmas memories start with family and Starter Heyman.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday Season. They are thankful for many things this year and every year, and hope that everyone is able to enjoy time with family and friends during this joyful celebration. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care. If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
I'm Steve Carper, and I'm here to tell you that there's never been a better time to buy flooring. Whether you need carpet, wood flooring, ceramic tile, vinyl, area rugs, or custom blinds, you got to come to O Street Carpet. With our 12-month interest-free financing, you can do one room or your whole house and leave your holiday budget intact. And with our huge in-stock selection, you can buy today and we'll install it right away. 1732 O Street. We want to make you a customer for life.
It happens. All of a sudden, you need a plumber. Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Problem solved with Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Celebrate Christmas this year with Venue Restaurant and Lounge and our Christmas to-go meal packages. Our options include rosemary brown sugar prime rib with horseradish cream, andouille cornbread pork roulade with a sage country gravy, pistachio cranberry butter roasted duck with an orange glaze, and an herb roasted whole chicken with lemon thyme cream sauce. You choose delivery right to your home or pickup at our Venue at Home storefront. Order today at holidaysbyvenue.net. That's holidaysbyvenue.net.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Amon Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back. Drive 93.7 The Ticket. This show is proudly sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance or you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hall and his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Absolutely. Enrico came in as well. He didn't talk about history, but he brought up some history when he talked about Nebraska wins just to become the all-time winningest volleyball team in the country, in the nation history. Everyone's heard about testosterone replacement therapy, but how do you know who to trust? Ageless Men's Health is the nation's leader in testosterone and weight loss. No upselling, no unnecessary supplements, just real solutions. With a team of registered nurses and nurse practitioners, they look at your whole health and create a playbook you understand. They use the best products, including HCG, to keep your body safe and protect your fertility. This is the best team in the game, and they're ready to earn your trust. Google Ageless Men's Health Lincoln and check out their 175 plus 5-star reviews. Want to give a shout out to Rico and Nick. Thanks for coordinating that, man. I know that's not always the easiest endeavor to get all the boxes on there. DF texted in earlier and he said he called it some Latin word was what he said. I'm not sure. DF, I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you said, but some Latin word when you have. I'm just going to say cinco. Yeah, it's probably
David's been giving me some attitude all morning, so I it's whatever he texted in is probably not important.
How has he been flipping you crap all morning, man? No, group chat?
Because he started listening at 6 a.m. when I got on the air since I filled in for early break, and that man's been lighting up my phone. I love David, I love him, but that man, you know what? He needs to be on timeout. Sometimes AG, you understand this. Sometimes you just need to take a break. You just need a split.
Yep. Right.
Mental health break.
Am I still muted on your Twitter?
Honestly, I don't know, Raff. I can't. I have not been here. I can look right now as we speak.
30-day mute.
I mean, yeah. We still follow each other.
Raff, you didn't post anything crazy, did you, dude?
No, I just was wondering if I still muted.
You are not muted anymore.
I never post anything crazy. I'm a respectable gentleman.
AG, Raff will post some things. I love my guy. I love the big fella. But sometimes AG, he'll post something. I'll be like, where'd that come from, bro?
Yeah.
From my mind.
AG, sometimes I think it's Raff just being bored, and he'll just post something.
Sometimes.
That's how people. When I'm bored, I watch a movie or something. I play video games.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm
Raff posts things on Twitter, or Instagram, whatever, To each his own. That's what I said. To each his own.
I think I'm gonna start doing some dancing TikToks.
Oh boy.
There you go. Make it happen, Raff. Make it happen.
AG, it's hard because you're supportive. Okay, we don't always have to be so supportive. AG, I mean,
it's his personality, bro.
I appreciate AG for how kind you are and how supportive of every endeavor. But sometimes it's too much with Raff. Raff does a lot.
We're comfortable with ourselves, Nick.
Yeah, exactly.
We do what we want.
Are you saying I'm insecure?
What's that?
Are you calling me insecure? Are you saying I'm not comfortable with myself?
I don't know. I wonder sometimes because because I mean,
I think he is, but I think he overthinks.
We do something funny, and Nick's like, "Well, I'm going to be broadcaster of the year, so I probably shouldn't do that."
No, I have never once even insinuated that. Never once. Anyway.
Well, Crowbait says, I follow Raff, and sometimes he makes my ADHD hurt.
Is that because I'm all over the place?
Yeah. Hey, I will say
like
this.
Boxers and football and John Elway.
Hey,
yeah, we know
and
Tracy.
And Tracy. Don't forget Tracy.
Hey, but Raff, you got to stop. You got to stop adding John Elway, man. I mean, it looks a little creepy. A little creepy.
I haven't. I only add John Elway if it involves him.
Oh, yeah.
I tagged Brett Favre yesterday. Did you ever play a preseason game in Milwaukee, AG?
No, it was done by then. They were done playing football, and Miller Park wasn't gonna have football.
Yep.
They had Miller Park up by then, and it said no football in here, only baseball. Yeah.
Hey guys, I have a question for you guys. Are you surprised by how little we're talking about the specific bowl game?
I think as it gets closer,
we're a little bit over like 10 days away or 9 days away, right?
Yeah, we're a week and a half away. But think about the way we talk about Nebraska football season if Nebraska was starting their season next Saturday.
Yeah,
true. I mean, we could break it down by position. Who can play, who will show up, who may get the pinstripe MVP, things of that nature.
Well,
the bad boy.
Well, I tell you what, Nick. Well, technically, we can discuss this tomorrow because I think, Raff. I think we'll be on tomorrow. I'll
be flying tomorrow. I'll be gone.
Yeah, me and Raff will be on. Me and Raff will be on tomorrow.
Okay, good, cool.
Raff will be in Huntsville because we're just putting it out there. So
whoa! We're not meeting up in Nashville tonight. What happened to the plans?
Yeah, I think Raff is going to stay in Huntsville. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just assuming. No. I'm just assuming Raff's going to be in Huntsville, which I totally get it, man. My man just got down there. He would have to pull out a Hail Mary, which I get that. And I'm not going to go there on air, Nick. All right. AG, where are you flying to, AG?
I'm going to Appleton, so Green Bay area. We got this one event that we do every year, myself and a few of my former teammates and some of the most current guys, like Eddie Lacy is going to be here at this one. So it's called Holiday with the Pack. So it's at the Fox River Mall in Appleton. So Saturday and Sunday. And so it's kind of a fundraiser for Toys for Tots and having Packers for sign autographs. So late Christmas gift ideas for fans get a signed item to give away for Christmas.
That's gonna be a time.
AG, what's the flight for you from Houston? Is there a direct, or is it, do they just pick you up in a helicopter outside your house, or is it
it's not direct.
Where do you have to
It depends on where I'm going. Seattle was direct. I flew United commercial and boom, right to Seattle. Took about 4 hours. From Green Bay to Green Bay is usually United to either Denver or Chicago, and then into Green Bay or Appleton. Appleton usually has cheaper flights, obviously.
I got you.
Yeah,
or just fire up that private jet.
Yeah, well, I wish I had a private jet that y'all talk about. Trust me.
You know what, AG?
That'd be nice.
AG's like, gosh, I hate
I'm gonna tell you. So some of and we all know people that got PJs, etc. The private jets.
Oh, we do. AD. We all know people. Just explain that to me. I want to hit you. I had to catch that one. I caught that one.
Hey, how do you think AD got up
with PJs? No. He don't say private jets. He says PJs.
Yeah. Dude, here's the deal. Here's what the guys.
Yeah, that's people AD.
Well, AG, you know him too. Here's what I'll say.
Nobody that has a private jet.
Here's what I'll say. A lot of the guys that have those or know of those, they say, look, unless you're a corporation or a company or just like ridiculously rich, they go, dude. People don't look at those monthly fee. The parking rate, the pilots, the fuel, the maintenance, and the rest of that stuff. They go, dude, if you're going to do it, do those fractionals to where you pay.
If you're talking about it like you're talking about it, you don't have one.
Exactly.
That's the fact. Because if you're breaking down the per month.
Yes. And those guys, that have yeah, and those guys that have that wealth, it's like, you know what? Nah, I'll get a fractional. I'll just go.
Me and my wife had this conversation, and if we're in a good spot, but
look at Nick's face.
I'm a still fly commercial. I just don't want to put up with taking care of something. I've done that already with boat. I've had a small boat off our cabin that we used to have, and that was maintenance. We had to clean the boat. I don't mind cleaning. I don't mind doing that stuff, but it was a task, and we couldn't do it. We had to hire somebody to do it. So it's the same thing with a plane.
Yep.
If you can't fly it, like John Travolta and a few other actors that were smart and bought their own planes and then flew them themselves, then it's not. I say it's not worth the money or your time.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Batman knew how to fly.
Yeah, not saying I don't.
Okay.
Oh,
not saying I don't. Okay, I'm not saying I don't, because I have been in the cockpit and I have been in control, helicopter and airplane, and a tank. Let's put a tank on there too. Yeah. So
you've had the conversations about it.
Yeah.
Nice, interesting.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know, I'm a man of everything. You know,
as well.
Well, the
international man of mystery, like all
Me
stars.
and Raff talking about going in on a plane.
You see my face?
Maybe a kite.
No, hot air balloon.
A ride at Disneyland. It just goes to just start there. A ride at Disney. Hey Nick, you sit in the front. I sit in the way back, so I don't see the drop.
The hot air balloon.
Hey, and AG, you know what we at? I mean, we watch them, but up from the ground like this, drinking coffee, like they ain't gonna make it, dog.
Oh man, we got. Hey, that's one thing we may have to do in our lifetime together. We're gonna quad box this thing to like Six Flags somewhere, and videotape us the whole time on that day.
That'd be dope.
Down. That's
That'd
good.
be dope.
Just make sure we're gonna check everybody's blood pressure before we go. Get on the ride. Make sure
I'm
everybody
even
is-
okay with just going to Lambeau Field and we just videotape the whole thing as you give.
We can do that too. I'm talking about. Well, we gotta hit a roller coaster place. We gotta
That'd
hit
be
Six
dope.
Flags. Oh, Nick, are you shaking your head? Are you?
I'm sick that day.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, it's all in.
Broadcast for the year never get sick.
None of that fake coughing stuff.
Excuse me.
Oh, you don't like roller coasters, Nick? Oh, I found something.
I think I need some hot herbal tea.
Oh, he doesn't like roller coasters. Ooh.
I hate them. I went through a traumatic experience on
Okay, that's
at the Seward County Fair when I was like 8 years old. I thought I was
okay.
gonna die. So
Okay, yeah, I could talk you through it. Just know.
Anymore.
No, it's not funny. I'm not gonna mess around with that. Man, PTSD ain't no joke. That's real.
It is. No,
But I could talk you into it. You know, we could baby step this thing, man.
Let's just do
We
like
start with the
bumper
kiddie
cars.
rides in the
Yeah.
small area, and then build up.
I might take up 3 of the seats, but it's just
In the kiddie, we all might take up 3 of the seats in the kiddie rides. Let's just be real.
we can start with bumper cars or something, like those teapots that bang into each other, spin around.
Boom. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that, Nick. I'm down. I haven't done the teapots in a while because I'm a grown ass man. I don't need to be sitting in them. But for you,
I don't
Nick,
like going.
Nick, I will do that.
Okay.
I will do that.
I'm not a big circle guy. No circles.
Yeah. And then Raff, you got to know you can't do circles. Man, what's wrong with your equilibrium here? What's going on?
Like riding around on those ponies. What's that thing called?
The carousel.
Oh yes. Oh,
You can't ride on a pony.
Make me want to throw up.
Really? Oh, come on, man. You sound like Gilbert Brown when we had to fly the airplane on away games. We had to knock him out like B.A. Baracus on the A team. Like,
Oh
come
no,
on,
I'll
bro.
fly. I'll do it. I'll do a roller coaster. I'll do all that. But
Oh,
I
you're dealing with deficits, man. I'm gotta
Oh.
do. Okay, I could get you there, Raff, and I'm gonna get Nick there. So, I've done this
No
before with
circle.
family members have issues with riding roller coasters. I'll get y'all there. I'm your guy.
Doesn't the carousel move at like 0.7 miles per hour?
Yeah, but it's the whole spinning and you're riding one direction. Like if your eyes focus on something, you can't get messed up. So it's an equilibrium thing in your head, in your body, basically.
Hey,
So
we'll tell you what. Deb from Beatrice. Good morning, Deb. She goes, "I'm with you, Nick. I had a traumatic experience on the octopus as well.
Dude.
Never again."
That octopus, man, that's one of those things that like they spin and you change altitude with it.
yeah,
And I will never forget this. It was like all brick at the Seward County Fair on July 4th. They had the carnival out
you
there.
have to dig down.
And hey, man, all I'm saying is like I thought I was gonna go straight into the brick one of these times because I didn't think I was gonna stay in the little seat.
Yeah,
So we're out of that.
I am not ignoring that, right? But as I said, baby step it. We got to baby step it because my kids and I, and even my wife Marie, I had to baby step her. You know, she wasn't a big fan at it, but I said, hey, if you're gonna sign in and marry this is what I do. This kind of things I do. You got to be all in, baby.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, hey, guess what?
Should we RGT or we got to take a break?
We're not even worry about commercials. We're good.
Yeah,
Let's go
let's do
straight
it. All right, let's do it.
No, we
All
got to
right,
do a commercial.
Oh, just okay. All right. I'm
Ready?
gonna pull it up here real quick.
I just hope. I was gonna say Raff needs to be ready. We need to buy Raff some time. He wasn't. We're kind of throwing this on him. It's not like we do RGT every single morning at 9:55. We're throwing it on him unplanned. Okay, here we go.
Wow. I just wanted to make sure I used the right terminology. That's all.
Raff's
all right, everybody.
good take.
Today's Raff's good take goes out to my BFF, Reagan Brandt. Reagan is, I believe she's a freshman, women's softball player at Lincoln Southwest, I believe. But she got asked to go down to Vero Beach, Florida, to participate to become a U.S. Junior Women's National Team member. She, they have like this. It's called HPP. You know what that is, Nick?
I do not, but I saw this on
the high performance program, and she made like all the qualification marks to get invited. So there's a pretty good chance that maybe she makes the U.S. Junior National Team. So I just wanted to give out Raff's good take to Reagan, aka Ray. Awesome, cool kid.
I like the nickname.
And the best of luck to you. So you are Raff's good take, Ray.
She will be a high level softball player after high school. Like mark our words. I mean, it's incredible.
Insane talent.
She works out. So a lot of people might know this. A lot of people might not know this. I helped open up a baseball facility, DBAT Lincoln, back in 2018. And I still give lessons there, just kind of like part-time on the side, hang out and just to stay connected to the game. And she has worked out at that facility ever since we opened in 2018. And so we saw her when she was in middle school, and she's been one of the members there and worked out almost daily throughout the off season, throughout the season with her dad, with her mom. Like it's remarkable the work she's put in behind the scenes. And now obviously as a freshman in high school, she's starting to get recognized, rightfully so. She's been to camps, been to Nebraska camps. There's a lot of people that know about her.
Yeah. And the Brandt family is top notch. I mean, she comes from an amazing family. So super cool people. So wish her all the best. She's awesome.
There you go.
Love it. Big shout out to there. 80s Attitude Adjustment is sponsored by The Body Lab. The Body Lab, located at 14th and Yankee Hill, offers everything from physical therapy, trigger point dry needling, cold plunge tub, and infrared sauna. Learn more and schedule your appointment with Rachel and her amazing team today online. TheBodyLabLNK.com. Again, that's TheBodyLabLNK.com, or visit them in Lincoln at 14th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln. Folks, 80 Attitude Adjustment for today is simple this. Little people belittle others. Little people belittle others. You think about people who are always bashing other people. They're usually ones that are little. My dad would always say the loudest one in the room is usually the weakest psychologically. My dad would always say that. My dad was a pastor. He goes, the ones that are always bashing other people, that speak loud. You know what? And AG, me and you both know this. Coach Osborne never came out and was just, yelling, screaming. He didn't have to. Anybody that's always yelling loud, talking loud, just bashing, be very suspect, because it usually is it's usually evidence of a very shallow person. I call them Platte River people, mile wide, inch deep.
He said mile wide, inch deep.
Platte River people, mile wide, inch deep. Everybody's just always yelling. Coach Osborne didn't come in there just yelling and all the rest of that stuff. Wah, 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 wah. You know what? What's your substance? My dad would always say, what are you made of? What's your substance? Because all of us physically can yell loud, but what's in here? What's in here? What you got in here? Because if you know what you're talking about, my dad would always say, that'll preach, because he didn't have to yell it. He could say it. He could say it at different octaves. What's in you? Always be leery of people like that. All right, little people belittle others. And quite honestly, fellas, my breakfast just arrived, and I'm about to tear it up.
I heard enough.
Yes.
Raff, do you feel uncomfortable after AG just said that all about you? AD just said all that about you?
Not at all, Nick. Not at all. I was kind of thinking back to all those times you've had those shots you've taken upon me.
Don't you say it?
Mile wide, inch deep.
Yep, indeed.
Okay.
Indeed.
Getting into the physical.
You're not fat. You're a little swim though.
I am a little swim now.
You wear that XL hoodie like a champ.
That is true. AG, safe travels, my friend. We will talk.
Thank you.
Are you back on Monday?
Probably Tuesday.
We are off on Tuesday. We're off.
We're off on Tuesday because of Christmas Eve. Gotcha.
The next time we talk would be Friday.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, Monday. You know what? I will be able to catch you guys on Monday. So yes, my flight is not until like 3:00 out of Wisconsin. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So we will talk to AG on Monday. AD is going to
bowl game playoff or NFL implications going on games. So enjoy the weekend, guys.
100%. AD, Raff, I will talk to you tomorrow morning as well. Let's not forget tomorrow's a big day because we got Notre Dame, Indiana tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we got a game tonight. Oh no, that's Friday. Today's
Tonight,
Thursday.
Nebraska plays tonight, so tune in, folks.
Yeah. So women's volleyball tonight. Tune in.
There you go.
Go Big Red.
Go Broncos.
See you guys.
No.
Be nice to each other.
Bye, Raff.
M Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store year after year after year. Located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road, stop in today to get your holiday shopping done and mention this ad for a free pair of dress socks. M Suits Clothiers.
Hello, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, it's been a while since we talked. Hey, what's the latest news at Honda of Lincoln?
It has been a while, Charlie. I hope you're doing well. Happy Honda Days is in full swing, and we have over 200 new Hondas in stock right now, ready for our customers to drive home.
Wow, that's the most you've had in a long time.
It is, Charlie. And we have great lease offers and financing from just 0.9% APR.
Hey, Andy, let me tell them about the pre-owned. They have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from with financing from 3.9% APR available. Incredible deals on new and used during Happy Honda Days, or if you need tires on your current vehicle, Honda of Lincoln is your best choice. Maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
The holiday season is here, and Sartor Heyman is making your shopping easy. Shop our wide selection of necklaces, earrings, or bracelets to our amazing line of watches. Looking for